What is the difference between abstract classes and interfaces in Java? Abstract classes are classes that cannot be instantiated, but are meant to be extended by other classes. They can contain both abstract and non-abstract methods. Interfaces, on the other hand, are collections of method signatures that are meant to be implemented by classes. Interfaces cannot contain any implementation, only method signatures. What is the difference between the final, finally, and finalize keywords in Java? The final keyword is used to declare a constant variable, a method that cannot be overridden, or a class that cannot be extended. The finally keyword is used to define a block of code that will be executed regardless of whether or not an exception is thrown. The finalize method is called by the garbage collector when an object is about to be destroyed, allowing the object to clean up any resources it may have been using. What is the difference between an arraylist and a linked list in Java? An arraylist is a resizable array that stores elements in contiguous memory locations. It provides fast access to individual elements through its index. A linked list, on the other hand, is a list of elements that are linked together by pointers. It is more efficient when it comes to adding or removing elements from the middle of the list. What is the difference between a static and non-static method in Java? A static method is a method that belongs to a class rather than an instance of the class. It can be called directly from the class name and does not require an instance of the class to be created. A non-static method, on the other hand, is a method that belongs to an instance of the class and requires an instance of the class to be created before it can be called. What is the purpose of the keyword synchronized in Java? The synchronized keyword is used to control access to shared resources in a multi-threaded environment. It ensures that only one thread can access a synchronized block of code at a time, preventing race conditions and other concurrency issues. What is the difference between a checked and an unchecked exception in Java? A checked exception is an exception that is checked at compile time. It must be declared in the method signature or caught in a try-catch block. An unchecked exception, on the other hand, is not checked at compile time and can occur at any point during program execution. Examples of unchecked exceptions include null pointer exception and array index out of bounds exception. What is the purpose of the keyword transient in Java? The transient keyword is used to indicate that a variable should not be serialized when an object is written to a file or transmitted over a network. This is useful when a variable contains sensitive or unnecessary data that should not be persisted. What is the difference between the equals and equals operators in Java? The equals operator is used to compare two objects for reference equality, while the equals method is used to compare two objects for value equality. Value equality means that the objects have the same content, while reference equality means that they are the same object in memory. What is the purpose of the keyword volatile in Java? The volatile keyword is used to indicate that a variable may be modified asynchronously by multiple threads. This ensures that the variable is always read and written to the main memory, rather than being cached by individual threads. This is important for variables that are used to communicate between threads. What is the difference between the stack and heap memory areas in Java? The stack is a memory area that stores primitive types and object references. It is used for method calls and local variables. The heap, on the other hand, is a memory area that stores objects and their instance variables.